So one of the hardest things to really figure out is when is the right time to hire someone. And there's so many factors that go into this. And it's such a big responsibility and it's such a big change to a business, especially if it is your first employees or your first hire, to know when exactly is the right time. So of course, the obvious things are, if you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, working, crazy, ridiculous hours, not enough time in the day, never getting to the things that you need to do, then it would make sense, this is the time. But I think one of the problems is people jump to hiring a person without doing enough kind of planning and looking at, should I streamline the operations? Is there a way that I can automate some of the things that I'm doing? Is all the things that I'm needing to do, are these the things that I need to be doing? So, sometimes if you hire a person when you haven't really addressed those things, it can be helpful because that person can come in, give you a little bit of headspace so that you can start to think about the operations. But then as you streamline the business, then obviously their role will change because, So to get somebody that's more of an all-rounder, but that obviously is the first sign, is like if you're feeling totally overwhelmed with not enough time. The other thing to look at is the budget. So do you have the budget? So typically to offshore to the Philippines, when you're looking at somewhere around 700 USD a month full time. You want to be looking at, can you sustain that? So I normally say, at least a turnover of around more than 8,000 a month can comfortably sustain. So if you're consistently doing that level, I would say it's definitely time for you to bring somebody on. The sooner that you have somebody learning your business and understanding your business and growing with your business, the better. If you are looking to grow and scale your business, again, the sooner the better. What I find is the trajectory of someone that tries to do it alone for too long is a very, very slow growth in the business. But once you get a person in that can start to do the more low income parts of the job, the faster the exponential growth can be of your business, because that person, you basically can multiply yourself. So you'll be able to start to get to those projects that really are going to make a difference in the growth of your business. Another factor is if you're finding that you are doing things that is not really in your wheelhouse. For example, social media is normally a very obvious one, or things like bookkeeping. If these things are just taking you hours and hours and it's really not your zone of genius, you should not be wasting your time doing these things, and really to be looking to outsource those to somebody else. And the other thing to look at and to consider whether now is the right time is mental health and work-life balance. So I do think that there is part of the culture where it is about, like, I'll just do it all myself, and I'll just keep working those long hours and keep trudging on, and I would rather have the income, the extra income, rather than paying somebody else to do that. But the long term of that is that your productivity goes down because you're stressed, tired, and you're just not doing your best work. So sometimes that sacrifice and investing in getting somebody in, bringing them into the business, bringing them a part of their business so that you can start offloading that responsibility, that can really, make a difference. So yeah, hopefully that's given you some ideas of how to kind of address, is now the right time? And of course, I'm more than happy to jump on an absolutely no obligation call to help kind of work through some of these things. And also, I think the key question is should I operationalize my business first before I hire a team member? And or is now the right time? And I think that's one of the hardest decisions. Like, should I get more organized before I hire a person, or should I just hire a person? And normally I'll be able to ascertain that quite quickly through having a little chat. So feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to just work through this with you.